What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, the LowkeyLegend. We are back today with a brand new video series, actually, and this is going to be called Stoner Tips. Nice and simple title, Stoner Tips, because I want to make this a very simple series, and it's just going to be a quick little series, maybe less than 10 episodes, maybe more, depending on how the ratings do and everything. But the main idea for this thing, guys, is to just help you guys out, okay? In the end, I basically want to share my experience with you guys, and hopefully you guys can have a better experience in it, if that makes any sense. So the first episode launching the series off today, folks, is going to be tips on buying your first piece. So the first tip that I want to give you guys is make sure it is nothing you cannot keep or hide at your house, okay? Obviously, you're not going to want to buy, a 12-inch bong, a 14-inch bong for your first piece if your parents don't know you smoke and you're still trying to hide it from them, okay? That's not a very smart idea, okay? First of all, you're not going to have a good hiding spot for it. Definitely don't leave bongs outside. Not a good idea. It's just a hassle. Do not buy a bong for your first piece. Even if it's a small one, guys, I would not recommend it. For your first piece, buy a bowl, especially if you need to hide it from people, okay? If you want to be discreet with it, make sure you buy a bowl. It could be a good bowl or maybe a little bubbler. You have to make sure this piece is small. It has to be small enough to fit in a baggie. It can't be a big piece, especially, like I said, if you're trying to hide this from people. What I'd recommend is obviously, if you're too young to buy a piece, you need to be 18 years old. You're going to have to find an alternative source to help you with that. Honestly, it could really be anything, though. If you guys aren't picky, you just want something completely, like just to smoke out of, that can also work too. But you have to take care of whatever piece you decide to get, because if you break it, you're going to have to, it is a hassle to go back and do all that shit all over again, and you guys will be upset. So make sure you take care of your pieces, especially if you want to spend, $15-20 on your first bowl. Glass like that is very cheap. You drop it once and it will break. That's why you got to take care of that stuff. If you do have a chance to go in and take a look at your product, look for something that fits you. Make sure, like I said, it's not too big. It's not going to be a hassle to hide anywhere. It's in a small place, and make sure, your personality fits that, because there's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of different variety of pieces you can get out there. If you want a simple one, look for a certain color, look for whatever type of piece you would want. If it's your first piece, just make sure it's small, guys. It doesn't really matter the price. Make sure it's a small bowl. If you want to be discreet about it, you can get a one-hitter box as your first piece, but that's personal preference, whatever you guys really would prefer to do. I think they're about the same price. A one-hitter might be a little bit cheaper than an actual bowl, unless you get the one-hitter box. I think if you get the box, it's about the same price as a bowl. So like I said, it's personal preference, whatever you guys would prefer. If you do end up getting a bowl, it's gonna be a little more meaningful in a way. Not if you guys feel me on than a one-hitter box. If you do get a bowl, I would recommend naming it. That's kind of gay. Some people say that that's gay. I don't think that's gay. I think that's cool as fuck. I name every single one of my pieces that I've gotten, and if people make fun of me, guess what? Fuck them people. I don't give no fuck about anyone's opinion. Fuck everybody, bro. For real. My bad about that quick little rant right there, folks. Just had to get that shit off my mind. But yeah, name your piece. Name it, it could be anything. Name it something cool. I remember I had a bong. I named it Jack the Ripper, because this thing ripped like a tank, bro. It was a 22-inch bong, and I would rip this shit. Everyone who ripped it one time would get immediately cashed. It was the best bong I ever had. I loved it. And then I broke the perk, and it was sad. I'll have a story on that too. The main thing that's going to be probably the hardest to do is hide it, okay? You don't want to get that piece found. You don't want the cops to take it. I mean, for a bowl, it is a lot easier to leave outside. So if you need a place at your house to keep it, if you can't keep it somewhere else, if you don't trust people to hold on to that piece, even though it's not expensive, guys, don't go through the hassle again. Don't treat it like, oh, if I break it, I could just buy another one. That's your first piece. Make sure that you take care of it. I still have the first piece I got, and I've had that piece for almost 4 years now, 5 years, I think, and that's insane. I'm glad I took care of it. Mine's a bowl. It's a strong bowl. It's a really small one, but it's pretty powerful. Like, I've dropped it a few times. I mean, thank God that it never broke. I love that thing, for real. And that's how it should be with your guys' first piece. So don't make it something, if you really don't care and you just need a piece, go for it. But usually try to make your first piece special and try to save that one piece. Buy that bowl, and then if you just take care of that one, and then if you want, buy another one ahead of time, you know, and then smoke on that one with your friends or whatever. Bowls will come and go, okay? You know, you're gonna break them, you're gonna drop them, you're gonna break a lot of pieces in your life, but your first one should always be memorable. Definitely, I'm definitely gonna have a funeral for mine if I break it. Even if any of you guys care if that's gay or not, I give 0 fucks. Had to make that loud and clear, boys. I'm still working on the audio settings with all this shit too, so if the audio is not perfected, I'm sorry about that, guys, but those are my tips for your first piece. If you need a place to hide it, garage is a perfect place. If you have a car, keep it in your trunk, in a bag somewhere. Cops will never search the trunk, but even if you do end up smoking in your car, I would not recommend ever driving around with a bowl. Always keep it in a certain spot and make sure it doesn't smell. That's going to be the hardest thing. If you do need to keep it in your room, go check my last video out. You could put it in them different hiding spots. I'll have another video out maybe where you can hide in different hiding spots outside or some shit. I got a lot of ideas in mind. I'm sorry about the late upload today. I missed yesterday, but I will be back uploading daily. Don't worry. I just had some shit going on yesterday, but I'm back, boys. Don't worry, I'm always here. You need to follow me on Instagram, follow me there, link in the description. I just made one. Please go follow me, that'd be dope. Follow me on Twitter link in the bio as well, or in the description. And I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped. Peace.